What is up, all my Injustice fans? It's me, your one, your only president. I'm back to excite you, here to entertain you, to wow and amaze you. Please say it ain't true, because guess what? The 2025 season for the Injustice League has returned, and I am here to tell you all about it. Now, as we begin, Irving goes up against the man with the plan, JP. Hot off his reign as, reigning champion, JP goes hard and fast with a three-peat of star running backs. Irving decides to put all his money in the receiver core, and unfortunately for him, they come up short. Neither manager beats his projected score, but JP did win this one. Mateo takes on Chris in a lopsided bout that, despite the numbers, is not the biggest blowout of the week. Chris gets a good number out of the Michigan-based Detroit Lions and a pretty good showing from his home team, the Bears. Unfortunately, it seems as though Mateo went ham. Despite a negative showing from Jerome Ford, every other player went off and Mateo scored the most points of the week, in fact, of the season so far. Now, for the biggest blowout. I'm actually surprised by this one. Greg shows absolutely no mercy. Running twin gunslinger seems to be doing well for the man as he puts up stunning numbers. Unfortunately for Kevin, when your kicker is the best player, I don't know what to say. Not only did he score the least points of the season's history so far, this was the biggest blowout of the year. Steve goes head-to-head with David in this tight showdown. Now, David's player is also his kicker, but he threw down double-digit numbers. Steve tries to rely on CMC, the CMC of yesteryear. San Francisco ran him into the ground, and if he had connected in the end zone, then maybe we'd have a different outcome. But we didn't. And boom goes David for the win. Johnny goes up against Tim in this lopsided shootout. Timmy decides that the Jets are the way to go. Who'da thunk it? 3 touchdowns from Justin Fields leads the pack, with Jonathan has nothing to stop the onslaught that is Fields. And if not for the fact that Baltimore got him negative points on the defense, he might have had a shot. But not today, as Tim takes the big W. Now, the returning auto draft champ that is Mike goes up against Simon. But unlike previous years, maybe the Yahoo auto draft doesn't have the same oomph, as Mike fumbles in the end zone. Simon, on the other hand, puts up respectable numbers. Despite his number one pick scoring only 1 reception, everyone else does good work, including the steam engine Derrick Henry, who is making me regret one of my picks. Simon wins this one with one arm tied behind his back. Now, the big game of the week. Your president, Brendan, taking on the challenger, Maggie. This one came down to the wire. Last game, Minnesota holding back a hard-line Chicago line, but unable to convert those fumbles and sacks into touchdowns. And with Maggie getting some good numbers off her number 1 pick, Saquon Barkley, this one ends in sadness all around, as Maggie defeated your president. Despite the fact that I scored so many more points than 80% league, this one goes to Maggie. And there you have it. That was week 1 of the Injustice League, where I tell you everything that happened in Injustice Fantasy Football. So, I want you all to stay out there, stay Injustice, and I'll stay League. We out.